make sure that we talk about that. But also, you guys have a busy week. You guys have had a couple softball games, 2-0, I hear. And so I want to get you guys home too. All right, so I believe our season started the day we had a conversation in this auditorium about our vision for this team and the kind of legacy that we want to leave behind. These girls carry themselves with pride. You can see it in the way they present themselves, the seriousness that they place on these events. They don't want to be mediocre at anything, and I respect that. They're competitive. This year we had 5 different players that were the high scorer on any given night. 9 wins this year, which was 6 more than our previous season, even though that was a short season due to COVID. And what else did we do? We had our winningest season in 5 years. That's pretty remarkable. So, not factoring in games such as Wisdom and Southern Heuristic, because I think everybody who's seen them play would agree they're kind of in a league of their own right now. But these girls up here worked incredibly hard, and we held our opponents to an average of 31 points per game. That's pretty impressive. We won our prelim this year against Skank, who played a tough Class C schedule, and we made it to the tournament, which I know I was incredibly proud of their effort all season long. And going into the tournament, knowing that you're going to face the number 1 seed, who has been mopping everybody up off the floor for a long time now, that's something that's, challenging to say the least. But were we afraid? Maybe a teeny bit. But they met that challenge head on, and I'm so proud of them for that. So great season. Like Ms. T said, Samantha helped us out quite a bit this season. So I want to say thanks to her as we get started. That was helpful to have her there. We had 1 8th grader this year, Angel Hafford. I really enjoyed watching her play middle school. For someone who's long and wiry, don't let that fool you. She is one of the toughest players on the floor. And I don't remember the opponent we were facing, but it's hard to get to pick up a charge call defensively. And even if you get to the spot first, sometimes they don't get the call just right. And did you get there first? I don't know, it was close. But she got hit so hard, the only word that comes to mind was violent. But she got right back up. She's super quick in the open floor, long arms, great defense, and has a ton of potential. Angel Hacker. We had 3 9th graders this year. This first young lady, I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised to see her at the first practice of the season. I wasn't 100% sure that we were going to get her, but we had had some conversations, and I think one of the things that I had said was, whether it's softball, soccer, basketball, she's the kind of athlete that makes players around her better, just by being out there. Super competitive, which I can relate to, plays incredibly hard, and in practice was always looking for ways to get better. So as we're going over specific drills, am I doing that right? How do I need to do this? Really looking for every opportunity. One of the things that impressed me the most was how steady she was as a freshman coming in, and I think starting most games, if not all, by making the easy pass. I know it sounds simple, but there's so many players that just can't do that. And consistent, being able to lead the offense at times without turning the ball over, which is important. So super excited to see what she's going to do with the rest of her career here, and that's Layla Burby. Our next freshman wasn't able to come up and play as an 8th grader last year due to injury. So I think, coming into this season, maybe there was a little bit of uncertainty as to what her role was going to be, or how she would adjust. But one of the things that I told her all season was that she was our best on-ball defender. And what does that mean? It means when your man has the ball, you're in their space, you're making them change direction, you make them uncomfortable, and they're not getting by you to the basket. So that was something that right away really impressed me. I think moving forward, getting a sense of where she fits in offensively will definitely come over time. And I think one of the moments that stands out for me was our very first game in Van Buren. She couldn't breathe. She was like, I'm not feeling great. I can't breathe through my nose. And I said, well, you can breathe through your mouth. We're going to put you in there. And she was a catalyst for us with her defensive effort and steals for our 60-point win that first game of the season. That's Emma Dowdy. Our third freshman was someone who watched one of our games last year in the stands as an 8th grader and thought to herself, I can help this team. And I think having an opportunity to play last year, no doubt was helpful in terms of where she started out this year. She led us as the high scorer in 3 of our games this year. We definitely had some games where shots weren't falling, nothing seemed to be working quite right, and she was able to score and kind of put us on her back, if you will. She's someone who has a competitive spirit and plays with passion, which I absolutely love. And she's someone who's going to continue to help us grow defensively, offensively. The sky is the limit for her. That's Macy McLean.